And so you can go from, we tripled, yeah, we almost tripled our numbers at SCA with the addition of a website. So that's really, really nice. For a small con, we went from 200, or no, yeah, we went from 200 to 150. Well, sorry, 1,500, there we go, words in like 2 years. It's like, okay, thanks. If you do print marketing materials, make sure you know where to display them, how to display them, because like y'all got laws against that up here. I'm used to Texas. We don't have laws against that up there. We can toss a sticker up anywhere. We can toss a flyer up anywhere. Do pretty much anything. So advertising was much easier on paper down there than it is up here. Additional things that you need to consider is definitely your funding. It's like how you're getting the money to pay for this, if it is through tickets, or if you have an investor. Investors are always nice because they're just like, here, have some money. What you're doing makes sense to us, here. And then they'll usually get a percentage of your profit, or however they would like to work that out. They will have it in writing for you, so don't worry. You'll just have to sort that out. Yeah. Merchandise. Left Field Media does sell specific merchandise per convention that they go to, so they have merch for official merchandise for Comic-Con, for Anime NYC, for Emerald City, etc., etc. Have an info desk, probably best at your registration. And your info desk is basically where people go to be like, where is this? Because people will be like, where the fuck is this? Also have, if you can have maps of your layout, that would be very helpful. Because BlurredCon had no maps, I didn't know where a goddamn thing was. And I was volunteering, and like everyone's like, where's this? And it's like, I don't know. No idea. Like, aren't you volunteering? Yes, but I don't know a goddamn thing. Additional emergency protocols. So when I say like protocols, I mean whether lost children or lost elderly, depending. And also recently, like this has always kind of been an important thing, but now more so than ever, threats, like violent threats, because also, that comes in, one of the things that happens in that, like goes in the same vein, is your weapons policy. Because you can make some very, very realistic looking weapons. There were one live steel, one just metal knife brought to BlurredCon as props. I was like, you can't do that because you can stab somebody. We don't want you to stab anybody. Or worse, someone can take it from you and try to stab somebody, which is a bunch worse. Because then we're like, who has the knife, where'd the knife come from, etc., etc. Guns. So most guns that have that orange plastic tip on it are usually good. If you want to, so SCA was at a school, and because it was at a school, there was a no gun policy. You couldn't bring a gun. Like, fake, real, we don't give a fuck. Like, you can have your open carry license, however, in this particular event, if you have a gun, you either have to leave it in your you have to either leave it in your car, leave it at home, etc., etc. Alrighty. One last thing before I go. This is gonna sound strange, especially coming from a black girl. Cops are cool. So police officers are, if you invite them out to your events, they're totally cool with being like a secondary security source. And the reason for that is because it shortens their response time in case anything happens. They're like, okay, yeah, cool. We'll totally come out. And yeah, I know, ain't it weird? So like, just invite them out, be like, hey, we have this event, we would like a police presence there, etc., etc. And they'll be like, sure. And the campus police at SCA were just like, oh, this is really cool. Like the whole non-nerd meets nerd, and it's like, wow, look at that costume. Like, it was hilarious. Also, know your limits. Like, when I say know what you can't do, that's a big fucking deal, because like, it does tax you mentally when you're just like, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do this, and you physically cannot do that. So, know your limits. Very last thing, I swear, and then like, I'll have cards up here, so if you guys wanna start coming up and getting them, you can, because I really have to get off this mic. But, last thing is, know who you put on a walkie-talkie, god damn it. So, we had a lost child. So what happened was, this woman came in frantic at the end of the convention after we were sending everybody home, and she's like, I've lost my son, I can't find him anywhere, can you help me? And we're just like, okay, calm down, because we didn't see you earlier, so sure, what does your son look like? Like, we're thinking maybe she just like lost him on campus or whatever, and she tells us what kind of cosplay he's wearing, which is very helpful in theory, but it was Persona 5, or no, it was Persona 4. I'm done, I swear. It was Persona 4. And so none of us, save 2 people, knew what that looked like. And so she started describing the costume to the person on the walkie-talkie. And the person on the walkie-talkie describes the costume. However, she starts with, he's 5'6". Well, sorry, he's 6'1". So the reply was, that's a grown-ass man. I was like, I rolled. I just kind of rolled, because the person on the other end, like, it was in Texas. She had a West Texas accent, and so she was like, that is a grown-ass man. I was like, oh God. Someone get Christy off the mic. Someone get Christy off the walkie-talkie. Alright. My name's Mary. That's the end of our panel.
Wait, did you ever find the guy?
We did. He was at the mall. He was at the convention earlier, but like, he just went to the mall afterwards.